With two convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area. Be sure to give them a call. They are a member FDIC equal home housing lender, 2 locations, Waynesville and Iberia. Post Pawn Shop is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and all the area schools, including the Frisco League basketball tournament. Be sure to visit them down by the front gate of Fort Leonard Wood. The Bank of Crocker, since 1911, has been in Pulaski County and the surrounding area for many years. They have home loans, auto loans, whatever loans you need. Give them a call. They are a member FDIC and the equal housing home lender.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
And welcome here to a lovely warm day. So I'll just say the camera is not behaving itself, but anyways, it's a lovely warm day here, and we're going to take I think we'll be okay. I got the window open here now with the air conditioning running like a normal person doesn't do, but we'll see if we can keep this working. We're going to take another break. We'll be back after this for the start of the game. Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs, whether you live rural or in the city. They can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports. And we are here. Carly Walker coming up to the plate first for Parkview. Parkview in the green, Waynesville in the orange. First pitch is away. It's going to be I believe it's going to be a ball. We've got a different scorebook here.
I think this is Reagan's first time pitching here in Waynesville for a home game.
It is Reagan's first time pitching.
She was my pitcher at the middle school. All the seniors this year are my last group that I had at the middle school. Her and her sister, they've been playing for a while. They know what they're doing. In fact, her sister's catching. How many times do you think they've done that?
Probably not a lot. I believe normally they're both in the outfield here, but on the 2-2 count, that is an easy put out to...
Next up, catcher, number 18, Matt Schmuck.
First base out of that. Catcher Schmuck coming up to the plate. That is one out, by the way. Hopefully this figures itself out.
Right down the middle. Reagan has some decent velocity. She's gotten stronger every year I've seen her pitch, that's for sure. I think the best part about it is she's always had decent velocity, but she finally learned some off speed to go with it. Definitely helps out in the rotation.
And foul ball on that one. But so far, a good start for these Lady Tigers here, as one early out has led to... I apologize for the stutteriness, but it is a little toasty out here. Hopefully it sorts itself out.
Foul ball. Glad we have that net.
There's the hole in there that one day it will find.
Oh yeah. It'll probably be the day we have both windows open. That's on the corner. There we go. Strike three, looking.
And that is 2 outs just like that. Our first strikeout of the ball game here. Crawl coming up.
Pitcher, number 15, Annie Crawl.
Parkview Vikings looking for their first win. Waynesville coming off a 10-8 win across with the, well, not crosstown rivals, but I guess cross-county rivals. Part of the school, part of the school districts intertwine each other up there in their district on that side of St. Robert.
It's inside. Nice, good catch, Reagan.
And ironically, probably several of those kids go to school with him at the Votech.
2-1.
And that's 3-1 on that.
A little high.
Next up is Hamby if we don't have an out. If not, Tigers will have a walk here, so Hamby will come to the plate. We have our first base runner.
Now batting, third baseman number 9, Addie Hamby. Runner on first. Here we go. 2 outs though. That hit her in the hand.
And that's a free base out of that.
Just nicked her on that left finger. Looks to be alright.
By the pitch, trainer, I guess the trainer won't go out and look at her there.
Now batting left fielder, number 13, Mallory Wright. That's a good strike right there. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. We're in a good spot here though.
First call to right is a strike, second one is not a strike, 1-1 count.
One thing that's actually impressed me about these girls this year is our defense. We're playing some solid defense.
And 2 strikes now for Parkview here. 2 runners on here in the first.
Got us a few pitchers that can throw some strikes, and that helps out a lot. There's strike 3. There we go.
And that will end the inning here. Not quite 3 up, but it is 3 outs. We'll be back.
It's a little hard to shake
with some more Tiger softball here in a minute. We'll be back after this. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers pizza provider, making it fresh in the store and keeping it warm under the lights for you. Multi flavors to choose from. You get 3 for $30. Also, all your snacks, chips, whatever you need, down to your beverages and down to your sweet snacks. Check out Dog Patch. The Dixon School District. And back here, netted ditch up to bat. The camera still doing whatever it's doing. That was a total of 16 pitches for Grosvenor in that first inning of play.
That's efficient. I like that. It's a good number. Usually want to sit around 15.
And the first pitch from Parkview is a strike. Both pitchers throwing strikes here, and definitely some technology not liking itself. We're going to have to do some figuring of this out here in a minute.
There's a hit. That's got to get down.
It is
just missed the line. That had triple written all over it.
The last game we had several doubles in that last ball game. I know in Cuba we did have a in the park home run. Not sure about the last game, but we did have one against Cuba. Of course, the Lady Tigers come off their last home game. That was against Republic, which was a extra inning victory.
That was such an awesome game. I love being a part of every bit of that game.
And then again, last night, made the trip up to the little corner of Pulaski County, took on the Dixon Bulldogs in Dixon, came away with a 10-8 victory over the
There you go.
former, that's a bobble. Is it going to make it out?
Oh, that was bang, bang. Dang.
And that will go down as a, we're going to cheat here.
Second baseman, number 8, Kendall Cobb.
It's either 5-3 or 4-3, but either way, it's going to be an out here. Let's see quite where she was positioned. She was in, foul ball, almost found the hole that time. It came close.
That one I would have caught.
That's a foul ball on that. But that Dixon-Waynesville rivalry in softball, it has been around for a while. And then also Crocker, another ball back to the plate here. And Lakeway, they played quite a few of these Frisco League teams. This year, Lakeway dropped their softball team due to some low numbers.
I hate hearing that.
They did host Richland the week before and defeated Richland 20-something to 0, I believe. Was the final in that one.
We're playing some decent softball. Oop, that's inside.
Of course, the conference schedule kicking up now, so some tough teams coming up.
Yeah. I like our chances against a lot of our conference opponents, though. I think our girls are really going to battle much trouble.
That's an infield. That's
good effort.
That would go down as an error, however. It is going to be a foul ball. That would have been another foot on the other side of the line. That would be a
fair ball for sure.
Fair ball. Well, been a error to get on base.
That effort is awesome. I'll take that any day of the week. Foul ball. Good at bat, Kendall.
That is the 5th pitch of the at bat here for Kendall Cobb. Kendall Cobb actually the one that brought in the winning run against the Republic Tigers. That was a planned bunt to move the runner, led to an error, and that brought in the winning player. So
that was awesome. That was such a cool moment. Ran down to the dugout and Kendall met me there and she's like, "Coach, I laid down a bunt." And
foul ball into the football field over there.
I've always joked with her. She's always joked with me about bunting, how it's been her arch rival. She did it to win a ball game. So that was an exciting moment for sure. Ooh, good ball. Off for it.
And that's going to be walk here.
Now up for the Lady Tigers catcher, number 1, Riley Grosviener.
So Tigers' first base runner here, Riley Grosviener, coming up.
We got a bunt situation here, pulled back.
Runner advances, no tag at first.
Nice. Stolen base.
It's our first steal of the ball game.
Looks like a little fake bunt steal action. Riley can definitely get a hold of one and put one in the gap. I think she's actually one that got the inside the Parker against Cuba.
I think her and her sister combined for 5 or 6 hits that ball game.
They're impressive. Oh yeah.
And off the arm, I think. That is
caught her in the left hand. Woo. She tried to catch it. Do not feel good. She's tough.
Tried to deflect away from her body there, and I don't know if that's the best way to go on that. But
now up, pitcher, number 9, Reagan Grosviener.
And Reagan Grosviener now coming up to bat for the Lady Tigers.
First and second, 1 out. Gotta go. That's trouble. That's down on the line. That's got to be fair. That is fair.
That's going to bring in 1.
Should be a triple. I bet she goes. She might go, yep. There it is. Triple driving in 2.
That is a double RBI for a triple here.
That's the thing with turf. That ball's got so much spin on it. As soon as it hits the turf, that thing's kicking.
That's one of the things you hear from soccer coaches, that they don't dislike the turf.
Now batting, third baseman, number 10, Molly Zarcone.
They don't dislike the turf, however, they're not thrilled with it, especially the coaches that are used to playing on grass all the time. Because that ball, I mean, it can just zip down that field.
Oh yeah, it takes off, especially if it's raining.
Grass, it is really hard to get a ball moving on just regular grass.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you got some golf course grass, it's going to do the same thing no matter what you do.
Yep. I would totally. That's going to spin back. Oh, good
that's
effort.
That's going to be a drop.
Yep. Good effort.
It is fair. That's going to be an error on.
And I would call that a hit. She dove for it, hit off her glove. She's diving for it.
That is 3 runs in now. I need to probably put the score on the scoreboard here. And we're going to have a quick discussion
First baseman,
here.
number
We're
6, Malia Hihile-Zenner.
Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro. Back here it is Healy Zimmer. She's here from, I heard, Hawaii.
Yep, Malia Hihile-Zenner. Lefty
is a ball.
Nice swing. She's only a sophomore, I believe.
And Zarcone will advance to second base.
Into our dugout. There's one of those foul balls that finds a hole, I think.
I've covered
straight into that little gap of the doorway in the dugout.
I've covered some Cardinals baseball games in Springfield before, doing photos, and those little pitching wells, they could be I've had a ball go in there when I was in there, and it's like a little pinball coming off 80 mile an hour off that bat into that little concrete dugout, and I mean, it just pinballs itself around.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrifying.
Luckily, it pinballed in and pinballed back out.
There you go. I'll take that. Yeah, I've been hitting the shins by them.
That's what we need here. We need a little photo hole down there, dugout in the baseball stadium next to the
2-2 count. Yeah, that would be great.
High school rules do not allow you to take pictures inside, by the way. Used to, but not anymore. Softball, technically, according to MSHSAA, you can have a circle painted out there.
Seen it
but
before.
I have seen places where they do not allow that still, even though it's a rule. So it's.
I don't see why.
Softball.
I mean,
I know baseball. They got rid of it because safety issues. They did have
shortstop number 14, Caden O'Brien.
There was some injuries, I believe, a couple injuries about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, with people being out on the field. So they made it safer, I guess, is a way to put it.
There you go.
That bunt or whatever that was definitely foul, but good attempt on that.
Late show on it. Little slap-a-roo.
O'Brien here. We are just 2 batters away from batting the cycle, or rotating the cycle anyway. You're not batting it yet.
She's actually a switch hitter. When she played at the middle school with me, she batted right-handed. When she got to high school and started working left-handed, utilize her speed a little more.
So she's the one that can switch back and forth between pitches, is what you're saying? You can.
I don't know if we can do that, but that would be pretty cool. Ooh, that was a close one.
Ever watch a banana ball? And
oh man, I went to my first banana ball game this summer.
I watched him do that. Fun. That's what they call a switch hitter. That he bounces back and forth between every pitch.
Yep.
There are some things about that does really make you wonder about the game. This is off of the
good place. Stay
out
down.
Number 2, I believe. Yep. But good sacrifice to advance the runners.
Now batting right fielder, number 17, Taylor Neville.
That'll be our first out. I believe we're at 30 frames a second again. We have good video. I'm impressed. Apologize for that, but nope, never mind. I mentioned too soon, but it's
you jinxed it. It's all good, though.
And we will up to bat.
I'm already out of coffee. We got a long ball game. Good eye. Taylor's actually a freshman. So I think this is one of her first varsity starts.
There we go. I didn't put them on base. I was like, why am I missing someone on base here? You gotta do that in the book once in a while. If not, it'll really confuse you.
Count.
And the count in the batter's favor here. Anything out towards the Tiger is going to, actually anything towards the Tiger's ears out there is going to bring in both of these runners and possibly a home run.
Let's say
Parkview's playing close here. That's
use that speed. She's safe. Yep.
For the single and the RBI.
Way to get it in play. I've always said, just get the ball in play. Things happen.
That's 4 runs now in the contest here. Tigers.
Left fielder, number 4, Ruby Hisatake.
Will advance, and Hisatake up to bat. This is straight up. That's an infield. No, it is not. It is out of play. I was about to say, that would have been an infield out if that would have come down, but
nothing went up there for sure.
It went up and didn't want to come down for a while. And Hisatake foul ball over to Coach. Coach has got to get that effort going, though. That's
Coach Dendecker.
Dendecker had that was a perfect catch right there.
Yeah, he's a baseball guy. He loves this game of softball. He should be laying out for that. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like Coach Dendecker.
That's a strike.
Ooh, that is strike 3.
That's a strikeout.
Yep, strike 3. 3 outs.
And just like that, that is out number 3. So, Tigers will leave one stranded, but we'll bring in 4. We'll be back after this for more Tigers softball. Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs, whether you live rural or in the city. They can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all. And we are back here again. Is Parkview back up to bat? Cowden out there here in the
right fielder, number 24, Ariana Cowden.
And Cowden will get hit here on this. That is our second hit batter here by the Lady Tigers.
Now batting, second baseman, number 16, Maddie Hamby.
Hamby up to bat, Maddie Hamby. I'm assuming the sister of the other Hamby on here, but you never know. Strike on the first one. Good strike down the middle there. That's a rather confident strike. Rossfinger's got a good pitching form out there. Has the good straight power.
Yeah, she's come a long way.
She don't have a lot of hook on it when it goes up. It's just kind of a straight, it's almost like a baseball pitch when it comes out. It don't have a lot of pitchers, you get that little bit of arch into it. And that one had the arch, that's going to be a little bit high.
Some good zip to it. That's kind of funny. They made me giggle a little bit. They just...
And
got away.
Waynesville in trouble here. That is the...
Take a deep breath. First baseman, number 17,
second batter
Marley Martinez.
And I think we're going to have a discussion here. We're going to be back in just a minute after Maubach talks about this. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talk. And we are back. It is the bottom of the second, by the way. I don't know why. What? No, it's top of the second. My bad. I had it right. Trying to fix my mistake I didn't make yet. It happens though. Hamby back up. Hamby is her first at bat. Pitch number 4 is a strike. Or actually Martinez up at bat.
I would just do that.
Wait.
2 more times.
Yep, no, right, it is Martinez. Hamby's on base. 1-1 count.
Yeah, we've got Marley Martinez up the bat. There it is. There you go. Do it again.
This little book here is child size. I don't have a place to put all my notes and stuff in here like some books you can.
There we go. Bouncing back with the strikeout.
Strikeout number 3 for the Lady Tigers here.
Center fielder, number 7, Taylor Frenchman.
Frenchman up to bat, her first at bat here.
Another strike, foul ball.
And we still have a runner at first for the Lady Vikings. I believe my computer, internet, whatever's going on has found itself in
we got a runner.
Doing.
Tiger? No,
she was not on base on the ball.
That would be a little more aggressive.
I think if she would have been on the base, that would have been a force out, essentially. But, well, she would have had to go backwards, and then she would have been
Yeah, there's
very high chance of going out at that point.
Splitting the bases. We got a force out at second base now. There we go. There's strike 3. Swing and a miss, and now they should be back to the top of the order.
And that is our, what is that, our 4th strikeout?
Shortstop, number 20, Carly Walker.
So our 4th strikeout here of...
I think she did, yep. Umpire called it.
Game here. Another strike here.
Broke the plane. There we go. She's found it.
And that ball, a little slicer out to first. So 6-3 put out. That will end the inning. We will see you in a few minutes here. Lady Tigers back up at bat. Still 4-0. Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud... And we are back again. Oh, hold on. There we go. Now we're back here. And we are back again. We invite you to join us for the volleyball game on Thursday night. And then Tiger TV will be bringing live coverage of Tiger football. We'll be welcoming the Neo show this time. Now, I was about to say we're welcoming the Tigers, but we're welcoming the Wildcats.
They're
still cats, I guess,
yes.
But they're a little more wild than the Tigers.
We've got a lot of cats in our conference. There's a foul ball.
Cats and birds, by the way.
Cats and birds.
Got some eagles and falcons.
Yep. That's about it, cats and birds. It's an awesome conference to be a part of. Oh, that got her. Got her in the
And it's going to be a hit by pitch. So that'll be a
now
free base.
The Lady Tigers, second baseman, number 8, Kendall Cobb.
And Kendall Cobb was on base with the walk. She was able to score later on in the inning there.
And the pitch, oh, there's that bunt.
There's
She
a
got
bunt,
it.
opposite
She got
side.
it.
That is
Okay,
a
let's
first.
go. Oh, let's keep going, keep going. There's a run.
Safe at first, safe at second.
That's
and
basically what she did against Republican. That bottom
runner's able to get away and pick up a quick score off of that.
Number 1, Riley Grosbeiner. There's another bunt.
That bunt ball got away a little bit there on that one.
Pulled back on the bunt, straight through the catcher's legs.
And that turns into a ball on that.
Let's see if she goes for that bunt again. I don't know. I think
So Nitidich with Nitidich with that early score.
Let's drive her. Put in play.
And again, 2 more free bases here for the Lady Tigers. This is again into the dirt.
Too close to go.
I'm sure someone out there is yelling at me going, that is not dirt.
Hey, it's fake dirt.
It looks like dirt from up here.
Oh, it really does. Ooh,
this is the best manicured field that we have up here, I believe. I always say whoever mows those stripes out there is doing a great job.
They're perfect, man. That's forest coat status right there.
I did hear something worrying that the orange somehow grows a little. Apparently, the sun causes it to shag a little bit. That they gotta trim it down.
You think they take scissors out there? Do it all professionally?
They got a machine that they put out that's got a little cutter on it that.
Oh, is that called a lawnmower?
I don't know if a lawnmower would be very good on this turf. It's like it's almost like a tiller. It's like heavy brush, brushes that goes across.
Sweeps the turf bugs. Oh, that's hit deep.
And that's gonna fall
overhead.
That's gonna be a double.
She's probably gonna get triple out of that. She's got some
and nearly a home run out of there. Yeah. That'd have been a little bit longer.
Holding her up for a triple. I think she could have gone home, but
that's our first triple of the game.
Pitcher number 9, Reagan Grosviener.
Well, Reagan Grosviener coming up to bat with her sister in scoring position here. 6 runs already on the board. And of course, the rules here for it is 15 after 3. It is 10 after 5, by the way, if you're not familiar with baseball and softball.
There you go.
I got the tag at 3.
And that's another deep ball. That's run number 7 here.
And definitely get inside the park on this one. Yeah, there she goes.
That is an inside the park home run. I could really just. I'm not sure how would.
Twinkie 1 with the triple and Twinkie 2 with the inside the parker. We'll take it.
Is that just kind of outdoing your sister right there? Is that how that works?
Third baseman number 10, Molly Zarcone.
That is 8 runs now. That's almost like trying to outdo your sister there. I can get a home run instead.
I'm going to have to ask their dad how that conversation goes tonight. That's got to be great.
And Zarcone here. That pitch, 2 pitches into the dirt.
I'm glad to see those two get a hold of it, though. The last couple of home games, they've been getting under it.
And that's 2 runs for Cobb in the game and 2 runs for each Grosviener.
That's in the hole. That's a base hit.
It's going to be a single on that.
Yeah, 10.
Ball just did slip through.
First baseman number 6, Malia Hihile Zinner.
And Hihile Zinner coming up to the bat here. I think I'd rather be in Hawaii than here, honestly, but
probably be a different kind of warm there.
Well, it's always like 70 to 80 degrees. That's about it.
Yeah, I would take it. I've never been.
Here it's 100 and
stolen base for Molly Zarcone.
And here it's 110 to negative 20.
That's insane. But you know what?
And then in September it could be 100 to 50.
There you go. That's gonna slice foul though. Oh, good try, left field.
Long foul ball. That would have brought in another run.
We are definitely having a classic Tuesday here in Waynesville. Hot weather, softball on turf.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Doesn't get any better than that, Adam.
Yeah.
And we're winning, so that's awesome. Good news everywhere.
Now, I did hear Malbach say that if we do win this game, she'll have an autograph session after this game. So if you come up here, that she'll autograph softballs for you. You have to bring your own softball, but she'll autograph it for you.
How about my coffee mug? It says Waynesville on it. There you go, Hihile.
And that's going to drop.
There you go.
That will advance the runner. Honestly, I think she could have scored on that. But either way, it's going to be a double.
Shortstop, number 14, Caden O'Brien. Nice base hit up the middle. That's exactly
O'Brien coming up to bat. She was she had an infield out from the pitcher. In the first. She's the only one that did not score besides our first batter in that last one.
Really?
Keep thinking one day we're going to have some nice bleachers all the way across the back end back there. And
there's the pass ball.
have a stadium seating for. I mean, you could even keep the stadium seating across, build you a platform back there, and you could probably fit 5,000 people up there.
That would be a sight. Yeah, that's good.
And that
She's got a good jump on. Oh,
that's
see that
fair.
thing kick off? Yeah.
That is fair. That's going to bring in only one run, but the double again by O'Brien.
Right fielder, number 17, Taylor Neville.
So runners at second and third with 9 on the board.
There you go. That a girl. That's down the line. That's scoring 2.
That's going to bring in 1.
There you go, Taylor. She might get a triple out of this.
And 2.
Good girl.
And that's a walk-off triple, or not a walk-off, but pretty much a walking triple.
Stand-up triple?
Stand-up triple.
Yes, sir. I like those. Left fielder, number 4, Ruby Hisatake.
So now every Tiger has scored except for Neville and Hisatake. And Neville's up to bat. Hisatake struck out. And runners, well, just one runner now on third.
You want to hear a fun fact, Alan?
What's that?
Taylor on third base, her little sister is on my daughter's softball team.
Nice.
And her dad is actually one of her coaches. So
One ball, one strike.
Is that the
pretty good little softball community we're growing here.
Is that WSR?
Nope, it's actually just travel ball.
Oh, the travel.
Yep. Well, we call it travel ball. I call it fall ball.
I know you got the Wood Little League stuff. You got
She's
the
been playing some Wood
WSR.
Little League. But shout out to Wood Little League, baseball and softball.
They had a pretty good success this summer. I think they made it to the
I think they made it to the championship. Yeah.
out of the state tournament. And
Yep.
made it to the national tournament anyway. I think they lost in the regionals, I believe.
Yeah,
but-
they went a long way. They fought hard. So shout out to you guys for doing what you're doing.
and that just recently started not too long ago. It's really
New season
grown
started
from-
last week, I think, and yeah, like 3 years ago. Maybe?
Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere. Originally, they played over at the St. Robert Community Center.
Number 7, Alexis Nenadich.
And Hisatake, was she out on that?
Yeah, she struck out. Yeah, chased the high one.
So that is 2 for Hisatake, by the way. And I think our scoreboard is giving up on putting out things on the board there. There we go. Back.
That's a good one. Yeah,
And this is coming in. That is run number 12. And the ball is just kind of floating around. Again, this error is going to bring in. That's going to be an in. Well, oh, she could have
hold her
gone.
at third. It's all good.
So
So
call that a second with an error to advance the runner.
number 8, Kendall Cobb.
So Cobb up to the bat now. It is, I believe I have 13.
Yeah, I think the scoreboard's running behind on the score. I think it is 13.
I have
Ball 1 leading off Kendall.
5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 4 makes 12. I think it's 12. I have 13 though. I think it's only 12. Unless I'm wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There you go. Good hit.
We're just gonna call that 12, I guess.
Oh, got by the left fielder.
And
Goes
13.
Going round second. She should hold up at third. Yep.
And there's another triple. How do you lose count in a softball game runs? If only you knew.
Number 1, Riley Crossfield.
And this is Cobb's second at bat, by the way. Another RBI for her. So officially, I think I have 13 here, but I think at this point the score is getting up there where we're going to be run ruled in the third here if we keep going.
We're putting the ball in play.
And I think it's more
challenging the pitcher, making her throw strikes. So I mean, we're looking pretty solid.
And the Parkview pitcher not doing a bad job on the
really
speed. It's just the accuracy here, and right there, I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
that pitch was a very nice pitch.
Been that bad, yeah.
About 2 strikes.
13 is throwing well.
Well, they're accurate pitches because we're hitting the pitches.
Exactly, yeah, and that's all you can ask for. So number 15, Annie Call. I mean,
and that's going to get through the hands. That will bring in 14.
Riley's probably going to keep going. She likes to use her legs. Yeah, she's fast.
Getting another triple for Gross. That's
Grosfinger twins. I mean, they play like 12 sports. So
two triples, by the way, in this inning.
Number 9, Reagan Grosfinger.
There's 2 triples for her in this inning.
And both this inning? That's
2 triples.
Nice. Good for her. That's awesome. Ball 1 into turf dirt.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got 14 on the book, and that's what I got on the scoreboard. We're close enough.
Wow, you bunting.
And I think she's going to be safe. That's kind of like in basketball when you're telling a kid, why did you shoot that 3 from 30 foot out, and they make it somehow.
Number 10, Molly Zarcone.
That's going to be an error. I'm going to have to give that an error.
Throwing error.
I'm going to have to give that an error. I'm sorry.
So, man, Molly got a hold of that, but 290 feet straight to the left.
That's probably the football field again.
That would have hit the top of the fence easily if it stayed there.
One strike.
Zarcone coming up. She scored twice here. I apparently did not put how she got on base the last time, but I think she hit the ball somewhere.
I think one of hers had the little...
I think it was a single.
The spin. Hit the turf and just...
Oh, yeah, it was a single, double. I think it was. I think it was a double, actually. 1 and 2 count. Two and 2 count here.
No pitch, no pitch. Keep off the base there.
And there's the strikeout. Oh, no, that's going to be a... So, runner was out on the... before the pitch, I guess.
She left early. Sometimes that's a showing of some respect. I mean, a lot of coaches don't do it. A lot of coaches don't like it, but...
Well, that one's going to be free. That is Zarcone going to bring in a single this time. That's her second. That's her third hit of the ball game in 2 innings right now.
Well-struck ball right there.
2 outs, 15 officially on the board. At least that's
Number
what
6,
I got.
Malia Hihile Zenner. I know I'm butchering her name, but it's just the way it rolls off my tongue.
Yep.
I can't help it. There you go. Up the middle, good play pitcher.
1, 3 out. That will end the inning here, but 15 runs for the Tigers in 2. We'll be back after this. You're watching Tigers softball. Brought to you by
Today's
Security
softball
Bank.
trivia.
Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last your local area internet run on Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs, whether you live rural or in the city. They can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, amongst other live sports, including a live post-game football show following every Friday night beginning week 1. And then you can join them, hang out with the coaches on Monday nights, Bambinos in Springfield, for the quarterback club. See you this fall.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
And we are back here. Sorry, I'm counting here. 32, 33, 34, 35, 39 pitches again in that inning. That is
Number 15, Annie Crawl.
That is a lot of pitches. And I think that was 15 minus 4 makes 11. There we go. And Annie Crawl coming up to the plate here.
There's a nice strike. Ooh, little back pick. Got it. Yep. Nice little back pick by Riley there. Malia there to cover. Good job.
How does she get on base, by the way?
She got hit by a pitch. There's one. Good hit. Nice hit. Nice line
Parkview
drive.
with a big hit on that, but I believe Crawl was tagged, or
Number 9,
Schnuck was tagged
Handy.
out. And she was for out number 1.
1 out.
Crawl at first with a single.
And another hit by pitch.
Another hit by pitch. Sometimes writing this book down gets
I'm not
very
gonna lie, I think
redundant
every
here.
single hit by pitch has been in that left shin. 13, Mallory, right.
If you watch her pitching out there, she is pitching very low to that side when that ball comes off.
Yeah. Her release point is taking her straight to that left toe.
And then Wright
That's a good
struck
one.
out in the first.
A little high. Runners on first and second, 1 out.
And Abby Hanby has been hit by a pitch twice in this ball game.
Almost the same spot. That was down a little bit for a strike. 2-1.
2-1 count here for
At this point, you just gotta
Right.
keep challenging. Oh, by the way, Alan, we do have 15 runs.
you do.
But if Parkview does score, then they keep the run rule from happening. We'll at least play the bottom of the third.
Yes.
But 1 out, anything can happen. This game's
Parkview right now 2 in position to score.
2 strikes.
So Parkview's put themselves in the position they need. With just 1 out, Tigers are going to have to protect that home plate.
Yeah. Yep, there's their run.
And that's going to bring in 1.
Yep, so there's their run. So we will be playing the bottom of the third no matter what. So good job by the Lady Vikings scratching a run across.
Will be the first run and RBI here for Parkview in this ball game. 15-1.
Number 24, Ariana Cowden.
And Cowden was hit by a pitch in the
We got a runner
second.
to third, no throw.
And runner advances. Runners on the corners. Oh, that was out at first. I got a window in front, or a,
High.
I got a big old giant blockage of the window here that I wish I would just made one big window instead.
Coach Malbach calls for a time. She's taking a visit.
And we're going to take a quick break. Malbach's going to have a visit. We'll be back after this. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri, has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports. No, you can drink it. I just didn't drink it during the day. And we're going to have a
That was the
walk on
ball,
there.
yep.
Just a regular walk this time.
Number
So
16,
now runners
Maddie
on the
Handy.
corners. Maddie Hanby coming up to the plate. She was hit by a pitch in the second and stranded at first.
Ball one.
And Grosvenor just looking for something to dribble down the middle, basically.
Challenge your batters.
And there's the pitch. That is low to the shins.
You see Maddie jump in the box there. That was kind of funny. I like seeing a little enthusiasm like that. Whoop. Nice.
It's kind of like bowling. You get a good rhythm going, but then you well, sometimes your bowling motion just kind of goes wild there and winds up in your neighbor's lane.
Yeah, that's why I stick to Wii bowling. There's a nice strike. There you go. Do it 2 more times.
I love Wii bowling. That is an awesome sport.
It should be an Olympic sport.
I think it should. You know, the Wii Sports is the most popular game for the Wii, and it came out with the Wii.
Yeah. There you go.
Of course, it is very popular when your first most popular game is what came with it originally, and it comes with every console.
Yep.
I do think there was a
There
couple.
you go. Way to come back. Good job.
And that will be the third out of this inning here. But Parkview will pick up one. We'll be back after this. Tigers will need 1 run to win.
And it's time for an epic show.
Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and the Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area. Be sure to give them a call. They are a member FDIC equal home housing lender, 2 locations, Waynesville and Iberia. Post Pawn Shop is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and all the area schools, including the Frisco League basketball tournament. Be sure to visit them down by the front gate of Fort Leonard Wood. The Bank of Crocker, since 1911, has been in Pulaski County and the surrounding area for many years. They have home loans, auto loans, whatever loans you need. Give them a call. They are member FDIC and the equal housing home lender.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
We are back here, and that pitch is going to be just a little out of the zone by a foot or so. Wouldn't you say?
All right. Let's see if we can technically get us a walk-off here.
Pitch again. I think we're going to be walking the batter here, unless
2-0.
There you go.
There you go.
Good pitch.
A little inside, I guess. So 3-0 is the count.
Very nice pitch on that last one, though, I thought, anyway.
There's some base runner. And
that is 4 walk.
Hayden can definitely steal the bases and get the job done. Let's see if freshman Taylor Neville can drive in a walk-off.
So O'Brien here, she can get around to third. She is the winning
Number 17, Taylor Neville.
Again, thank you everyone for joining us here. We'll be live against the Parkview Lady Vikings. That'll be volleyball on Thursday. Thanks Security Bank of Pulaski County for providing coverage of Waynesville Tiger Sports. That's a strike.
Stay back.
I think that's a foul tip is what that is going to be considered.
Yep. Good pitch by number 9.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Addie Handy.
And that one into the dirt. There's our runner in scoring position there off the steal. And is there a JV game tonight?
I think there is, but I think it's literally like 2 or 3 innings long.
Alright. That is away. And our winning run is sitting 60 feet away from the bag. 45, 60?
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Okay, 60.
Yep.
I was going to say 90.
Softball, 90 in
I was
baseball.
about to say 90, but I was like, nah, I think it's 90.
90 is such a long distance compared to this.
Oh,
Number 4, Ruby Hisatake.
Hisatake coming up to bat off that last walk. Now Hisatake, she has struck out twice, so
And
a little bit
there's
of
your ball game. That should be it.
And just as soon as I mention that, it is 16-0. That will be our final here. Again, thank you for joining us.
That's
It
your
has
ball
been
game.
a
Lady
pleasure.
Tigers 16, the Lady Vikings 1.
Brian will bring in that last run, so thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Have a good night. Thank you from Security Bank and all of our sponsors. See you later.